And welcome back to Let's Play EarthBound Beginnings. Last time we... actually I can't remember, it's been a while. For me, I think we finished up Spokane, if I'm not mistaken. And now we're heading to the desert, but as you just saw, the bridge is out. So what do? We have to find another route to the desert. Off screen I leveled up a teensy bit, not really that much. But yeah, it's not that pivotal at this point. So if we go this way, we should eventually get to a desert, which is where we have to go next. You can already tell that the enemies have cycled out and we're actually running into tougher enemies now because we technically have entered a new area. Still using the auto battle because it's more convenient. Now, I discovered this on a short detour through the area, but this level is pretty tough. This area is not the easiest thing in the world to do, so you will want to heal regularly. Okay, and next up, battle. See, these are new. Omega Saucers. So they're basically reskins, but hey, they're technically considered... Oop, I did not mean to hit auto. But I guess that worked out. One-shotted it anyway. Yeah, they do more damage, but apparently they're going up pretty fast. Not that fast though. So this and this. That should finish it off efficiently. Again, like most old RPGs, you have to actually manually select everything. So it's kind of a pain in the butt, but also it's just part of how games were designed back then. Now, also off screen, I did not run into this many enemies, so I don't know what's going on. I feel like that's not a good sign. Alright, we got a desert, so this should be fun. Hello. Can I interact? You have to interact with the cactus, by the way. Which cactus? I don't remember off the top of my head. Yeah, but we have to actually interact with a specific cactus. As strange as it sounds. Okay, I actually am looking at a map, so I missed who actually got the level up, but, I guess we just go straight. No, we went too far up. We have to actually go back down a ways, it looks like. One interesting thing to note about this game is that, a lot of areas in the North American version are actually named after real-life places. And that's not really the case in, the Japanese version. For example, this place in the English version is called Yucca Desert, which is obviously reference like... I was gonna say Yucatan, but that makes no sense. Why? Because that's a desert. But in the Japanese version, this area is known as Advent Desert. Fun fact. It's got a tank over here. Yes, a tank, of all things. Oh wait, that's a person. I couldn't tell. During the last war, I laid mines in this desert. I removed all but one of them, so watch your step. Thanks. Oh, you want to ride on the plane? Which flight plan do you like? We can go through all of them. Yeah, per person. After you get 10 subs, you can take the tank. You look so happy about that, haha. Now, this is padding, if I may be completely honest. There is also an Easter egg in the desert where there's actually a message from the producer of the game. If you go to a certain spot and check a certain, apparently a pile of bones somewhere in the desert, there's actually a message from Shigesato Itoi that says, Yucca Desert is the most boring part of the game. Keep this place to yourself, please. Signed, Shigesato Itoi. So we're flying over ruins. That looks significant. Now, normally I would be like, why were we doing this? I have a map, but we actually need ticket stubs. By the way, I should actually check my inventory. Okay, so that means 2 slots, and then that'd be... Yeah, I have enough. Okay, I was just making sure I had enough slots for these tickets. I want to show all the routes once, and then we'll just sort of repeat A as I talk about other stuff. And I wish you got a ticket for each one, rather than, you know, having to redo it 10 times. Since you technically have 3 people, you think you'd end up with like 9 ticket stubs by 3 trips, but it doesn't work that way, sadly. Now, yeah, I'm trying to figure out where this thing is, because we do have to go to a specific cactus, and you know, we are flying around the world, which is pretty cool, but again, just relative to us. I kind of want to double check where it is before going off to the middle of nowhere. Of course, if I was just paying attention to the video, I wouldn't have to be double checking this, really, now that I think about it. The music, I don't know, it's kind of nondescript, I'd say. Oh, hi. Where did all those come from? Not complaining, mind you, but, cool. That's not something I remember. That's actually, like, you got more for the later ones. Nice. So that should be enough to get the tank, by the way. But we still need to find the thing in the desert. I think it's over here. Yeah, I think it's over there, based on the map. So we'll go get that really quickly, and then return and hijack the tank. Not hijack, use the tank. So yeah, this is a nice little overview of the world, places we haven't even been to yet. We're roughly over halfway through the game, I'd say. That might be a little generous. Yeah, maybe a little bit more, like 3/5 of the way through. We're pretty far along. I don't even know what town this is. I forget locations really quickly in games when I don't play them very much. And back to the desert we go. Voila. So, we should have a maxed out inventory now. Not quite, but good enough. So that's 4... No. Do I really just have 9? Wait a minute. Yeah, I only have 9 for whatever reason. So I guess I'll have to do that one more time. But before we do that, let's actually go explore a little more. So if we go up... Okay, so we got these 2 cacti here. I'm using these as like a guide. Kind of a weird thing to use as a guide, I know, but use whatever you can get. So now we have these 2 up here. If we keep going up, we will hit the edge of the desert. If we go like this, then across, yes, we're on track. Scorpions are really tough. Well, they're kind of armored effectively. I don't know if there's like, you know, they're technically armored, but they do seem to resist attacks pretty well. Okay, so good EXP for that. Oh yeah, by the way, did I mention the encounter rate is kind of high here? Energy robots are kind of bad, so we're gonna run. I think they self-destruct. So we're gonna just take off. Okay, so we check this cactus. A voice is speaking into Ninten's mind. So if we use telepathy, the cactus sang. And for whatever reason, it kept on singing. Wow, that was short. Nintendo remembered the tune. So that is our 5th melody. So I guess we are over halfway through. My 3/5, I guess I could just say 5/8. Now I don't know if there's also a party-wide heal as well. That's something I need to look into. Because they don't tell you anything, so I don't know what's a group heal and what's a single heal. Now, can I check the tank? No, okay. Oh, you want to run the plane? Sure. I guess we have to do one more just to get the last ticket. Oh, I can't carry anymore. Wait a minute, what? Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait a minute, why can't I carry anymore? Oh, well, I guess I can drop these since I have not gotten sick, like, this entire playthrough. All that's important. Let's toss this. And down to nothing for Anna again. Oh, you want to... Let's try this one more time, see if we can get the last ticket. That's kind of weird game design. Look so happy about that, ha ha ha. Okay, so as we're doing this, I don't remember this part of the game at all. Now, I remember a lot from the desert in EarthBound, well, Mother 2, I should say. Do not remember this part of this game. Again, pretty much everything is based on... Everything in Mother 2 is based on this game, is what I'm trying to say. So it's really interesting to note that, you know, it is sort of similar, but it's sort of like a soft reboot almost. Because, well, technically it doesn't, like, invalidate anything. It definitely does sort of, like, I don't know, I don't want to say retcon either. But yeah, you know what I'm trying to say, I hope. Oh, you want to ride on the plane? No. So how do I use the tank? How do I use the tank? Do I just... Great, I see you saved 10 subs. Take my tank. You sure look happy. Ha ha ha. Does that clear all of them? I hope. Oh, shoot. Still have 2 extras now. Okay, throw it that way, and throw this away, because I don't need these anymore. So now we have a tank, which is kind of nuts. It can only go along the desert. Keep that in mind. And by the way, this is actually not optional, because we need to use this tank to actually get into a certain area. We have to go to the ruins we saw in the plane flight. Am I going the right way? Am I even going the right way, or is the ruins over there? Where are the ruins? Oh, there they are. So just keep going this direction, kind of up. Is this it? Yeah, this is it. Now here, we get into a fixed encounter against a robot. Now if you try to attack it, it doesn't do anything. But you're in a tank, so it's gonna do massive damage. Actually, I did not remember that. Apparently the tank, you just use the tank to do damage, and you're also completely invincible during this, so cool. I don't know if the tank actually survives, and again, we didn't get a single encounter outside or inside the tank, so I assume that they prevent you from level grinding, I suppose. I don't actually know that for a fact, to be honest. I'm just speculating. So that was easy. Quick fight. So that is the end of the tank, sadly, but hey, we got a secret passageway to an area with a bunch of monkeys. Most monkeys here will lie to you, beware. Oh boy. Now I feel like this is just a reskinned version of the Crystal Cove, whatever it's called, in Magicant. But it's kind of a... I mean, it's not entirely reskinned because, you know, it's technically a new area and layout, but the walls I think are basically the same, but like reskinned. Truth is, okay, that's not surprising. The other monkey just said that they tried to lie to us, so they are indeed trying to lie to us. That's apparently not a lie, because I know we get another party member soon. No, actually, this game is interesting in that your max party size is actually 3, but a character switches out partway through, so keep that in mind. So quiet here, but too quiet for me, I think. Wait, how do we actually get through here? Oh, there we go. There's the exit. Gotta loop all the way back around. Now, I don't remember this part of the game at all. I remember a couple levels away, but I don't remember this in particular. Yeah, we're going the right way. No, we're not. Are we? Yeah, we are. We're not. No, wait, we are. So now we're on the second floor. If we go left here and run into a monkey, no. if we go left here, we should eventually get to a present. And we have plenty of inventory space now, so we might as well pick up as much as we can. PSI stone. Those restore PSI, which is going to be very helpful in the near future. You know, one thing I find fascinating about old RPGs is how they don't tell you anything. You know, like, for example, they don't tell you what your max MP is. You just have to kind of hope you don't run out of MP. It's kind of a weird design. Now, there's another PSI stone somewhere. I think down here? No, that's a dead end. Where is it? Where am I even? Relative to everything else. Okay, so I need to go down. Okay, so it is this way. All the way around. And hopefully, we figure out where we're going. I think this guy gives you something too. You caught up with me, I'll admit that's something. Here, I'll give you something nice. He gives us a quick capsule, which I assume boosts speed. I don't actually know, because they don't tell you anything. Like, for example, in future RPGs, one shortcut kind of thing they do is they tell you what a move does a lot more easily than that being like, oh, hi, here, you gotta move, except you have to go through a separate menu to figure out what the move even does, so yeah, it's a lot more convenient. And like for PSI, does it even, yeah, they don't even tell you what PSI does. Like, they don't even give you any indication of what good PSI is for. So, if we keep going this way, we should enter the 3rd floor of the cave, which should look familiar to an earlier area. Now, do we talk or do we use telepathy? I guess we use telepathy. Wow, they both have telepathy. I forgot about that. Who has lost his tail? Oh yeah, we already did that once, so we immediately go to Magic Cant. So this is our second official trip to Magic Cant. What level are we at? Apparently, if Ninten is above level 25, you can fight the dragon in the cave. I don't know if I really went into details about that, but there was that dragon that, wrong thing. I'm trying to find the inn. Is this the inn? There it is. It's the, yeah, your favorite food. So we have to fight the dragon, apparently. In order to do a thing. That's basically the only thing we really need to do here. So that's cool, I suppose. It's kind of interesting. I wonder what the intended route is, because it's like, if you just have to be level 25, or is it a case of you need to also have a certain number of melodies? I'm not entirely sure. In any case, because I have empty inventory space, I'm going to stock up on repel rings. That is not a repel ring. Because in the future, we're going to have a lot of encounters, so just to make it easier on myself, I'm going to keep some repels around. If they sell them. I think they sell them here. Or was it here? It might not be here. It wasn't here, it was actually, Marysville, I think. Oh well. In any case, we need to make our way back to the Crystal Cave, which, yeah, it's gonna take a while with this encounter rate, so I'm gonna cut back there. So, next time, we will fight the dragon in Crystal Cavern. Thank you for watching, and I hope you join me next time for more EarthBound Beginnings.